Welcome to 926 Style with Toby the King, where I'll be your talk show host, bringing you trending topics surrounding the world of beauty, fashion, makeup, and modeling. On today's show, we're tackling a subject that some differs a great deal and around: beauty schools, whether to go to a private school or a state school. We're going to hear two instructors firsthand the benefits, if any, of attending a state or a private school. Stay tuned to 926 Style with Toby the King to hear this thought-provoking, informative conversation: beauty schools, private or state.
Thanks for tuning in to 926 Styles with Toby the King. If you would like to appear on the show, please feel free to email us directly at tobytheking@hotmail.com or by calling our office at 334-524-9016. On 926 Styles, we feature guests from hairstylists to barbers, makeup artists to models, and fashion designers to brand representatives. Now, back to 926 Styles with Toby the King.
Our guest here today on 926 Style with Toby the King is a 17-year Alabama and Georgia licensed master cosmetologist, the proud owner and operator of Gina's Cut and Kicks in LaGrange, Georgia, Miss Gina Scott. Miss Gina is currently attending Health and Style Institute in Atlanta, Georgia, to receive her cosmetology instructor's license. Gina has a passion for all types of hair, the how, why, and when to hair best describes our guest today, Mrs. Gina Scott. Alongside Ms. Scott is the Alabama native singer, songwriter, speaker, master cosmetology, host, and instructor himself, none other than the Mr. Adrian Bell. Mr. Bell, after serving 7 years in the United States Army, Mr. Bell returned home to rekindle his passion for the beauty industry. Mr. Bell went on to receive his Master of Cosmetology license from West Georgia Technical College and his instructor's license from Fayetteville Beauty Academy in Fayetteville, Georgia. Mr. Bell now serves as an Alabama and Georgia cosmetology instructor, being the proud owner of Bella's Hair Studio in LaGrange, Georgia. Mr. Bell's experience has been a manager and stylist in past at the world famous Alto Salon Cosmetic and Fragrances, also being an adjunct instructor for West Georgia Technical College. Adrian says, "I love the process of transforming hair into the best possible condition. Beautiful hair, Bella hair." Let's welcome today to 926 Gina and Adrian. I tell you, we're going to dive right into this conversation. I am curious to know more about how to choose a beauty school, a state or private. First of all, I want to ask you, starting with you, Miss Gina, is there a difference in a state and private school?
To me, there are several differences. Private, to me, is more professional. You have a professional feel, and then they divide you into different uniforms versus just wearing anything. You're color-coded, so you'll know who the instructors are, who the students are, and who the skincare people are.
Wow, okay.
With the public school, to me, is not as much on a professional level as far as dress code and being real professional about the whole services.
Okay, wow.
Yeah.
Mr. Bell?
Yes. I feel like the technical environment, it gives you a greater feel of technical skills, not only just in cosmetology, but you have to go through your math, your Englishes, and your computer software, stuff like that. And it really helps to build you as not only just a cosmetologist, but as a businessman or a businesswoman.
Okay, is that a state school or private school?
Those are your state funded schools do more of that. Your private schools, they focus really on just your basics of cosmetology.
Wow, wow. So does it actually take you longer to finish from a state funded school or
It
a
does.
not state funded but a state school?
Yeah, it does take you longer. However, I feel like you come out with
Wow.
more than just because hair is good. We love hair. We want to do hair, but at the same time, I need to know how to be a businessman. I need to know how to take care of things. I need to know how to make spreadsheets for my business, for the inventory, things of that nature that I have.
I totally agree with that. Miss Gina, you want to add anything to that?
Well, at the private school, I got that as well. For as they teach them a lot, especially about building their business. As far as creating their salon and knowing what the business is, how it's going to run, and how it will be operated when you leave there.
Wow. I tell you what, Mr. Bell, I want to ask you this question because you began to tap on it. Is there something offered at one school that is not offered at the other school?
What's offered more to me at your technical environment or your state funded schools again is the ability to not only focus on cosmetology, but they take you through math, your Englishes, things of that nature to help you not just, like I said, just become a cosmetologist, because we are very hands-on people, we're very visual. And it takes us a long time as creative people to get centered. And that technical environment helps us to get centered not only on cosmetology, but get centered on how to function. Because there are a lot of cosmetologists that don't know how to do anything on a computer. And that's not healthy when it comes to building your business and building your brand.
Wow, wow. I totally agree with that. That is amazing. I mean, do you also agree? I often say this right here, that most businesses does not fail for the lack of business. They fail for the lack of knowing how to operate their business.
Exactly.
Very much so.
Exactly.
And so what you're saying is that in state schools, you have to go through the business part, all of that.
It helps you. It really helps you. One of the best classes that I went through was it's not a computer software class, but it was your Windows class and how to learn how to do your spreadsheets, your word process and stuff like that. It really helped. Once I got out on my own, I knew what to do. I knew how to create formats, create databases for my clientele, stuff like that.
Wow. Miss Gina, you want to answer that question also? Is there anything offered at one that is not offered at the other one that you personally feel, being an instructor?
More advanced skills, like they do the leveling up system. You can't go to the floor until you reach a certain level.
Wow.
You can't handle a certain client until you've reached a certain level. So they take you up by steps by step. The more you progress in the business and knowing how to do styles and different things, then they level you up. So the more advanced you get in it, the more you tend to bring in customers. So they teach you a lot before you even get into the salon.
School.
This is a private school.
Private school.
The private
Okay.
school. But with the state school, to me, once you reached the floor, you was on the floor. So you didn't have a level up to make you build up better. So maybe it's changed since I've been there, but yeah, the private school is better to me.
Okay, I want to ask you a question also, Ms. Gina. I've commentated several hair shows at beauty schools. I mean, but when I was in beauty school, we did not have hair shows.
Exactly.
So how do you feel that works, and how does that benefit, or is that a disadvantage, or what?
I think it's a good advantage because they learn more of color, more of putting stuff together, more of seeing what goes on really out in the workforce and how to create beauty. So I think,
I like that.
Yes.
I love that. How to
Yes.
create beauty. That is good. Mr. Bell?
I echo that. It gives the students a a good mindset of how to put things together, how, especially in competitions, it gives them the eyes, the visuals of what they can create and how well they can do it. And if they put their minds to, they tap into their creativity in their mind, they tend to find things that they didn't know that they knew how to do. So it really, really helps a whole lot.
And it makes them work together as a team.
Yes.
So when you go out into the environment and you're going into a salon, you have to know how to work with your coworkers. So it teaches them a lot about that.
So that is at a state or private?
State or private?
It should be at both.
It should be.
Okay.
It should be at both.
Wow. So you think that these things should be considered when one is seeking
Yes, very
at
much
beauty
so.
school? Wow.
Very much so.
I want to ask you all today, starting with you, Mr. Bell, would you say that the level of training is the same in both schools, or is it one higher than the other one?
Honestly, I can say this. I can say that, again, it goes back to it should be at both. However, I found that in your private schools that your teachers, your instructors have a lot more creativity themselves, and they have a lot more say-so as to how they're training and the passion that they have, versus in your technical environments, it's almost like you find instructors that they've been doing hair for years, and now I just want to sit.
Yeah.
So the passion to teach, the passion to train, the passion to impart into students is really, a lot of times it's not there in the technical environment, but you'll find it a lot more so in your private schools.
Wow, wow. I'm learning something
I would say
today.
yes to that, too.
Okay, Miss Gina, what do you want to say concerning that?
I think Adrian, he's on point with that. In the private school, you'll see a lot more passion than you do in the technical. Because to me, technical schools, they're just trying to teach you the basics to get you to state board.
Okay.
And private schools are trying to make you advance and level up. So when you get out in the workforce, you won't be lost.
Wow. Well, I tell you what, we're about to take a break, but when we come back, I want to hear from you all. Are there any disadvantages of one? Because I know if there are advantages, there must be some type of disadvantage. So stay tuned to 926, and we'll be right back.
We have an amazing offer for our viewing audience from 926 Stylz. Do you desire to go from curly to silky straight with the stroke of a professional silkening straightener? Toby the King has designed your solution, the opulent signature flat iron. This beautiful, rich purple titanium plated 1.5-inch straightening iron has the heating capability of 250 to 450 degrees. This will achieve that silkening professional look used by models today. This beautifully designed product also comes with a gold signature by Toby the King. If you also desire to achieve those precise professional haircuts, Toby the King has designed the exquisite, vibrant purple hair shears. They will give you that trendy and precise professional cut you are seeking. These are a must-have for your beauty needs. Either one of these exclusive beauty products designed by celebrity hairstylist Toby the King can be yours today by visiting www.tobytheking.com or simply calling 334-524-9016.
What's up, everybody? I'm celebrity hairstylist Toby the King. I have something just for you. My autobiography, A Dead Promise Resurrected. If you're going through anything, a toxic relationship, you have been diagnosed with some terminal illness, hear my story. You can get it today at 334-524-9016 or by visiting my website, www.tobytheking.com. Welcome back to 926 for this in-depth conversation with the pros themselves, Miss Gina and Mr. Adrian. Just as we asked before the commercial break, I want to know, starting with you, Mr. Bell, are there any disadvantages of one?
One of the major disadvantages that I found is that sometimes you have aspiring stylists, aspiring students in cosmetology. They already have had careers. They have been to college before, and if you what happens is if you run to a technical school, you're going to have to take longer. If you've already had a degree, or if you already had some training in school, you have that technical knowledge on the side already. So you really you would benefit from a private school because it's not as long as going to a technical school.
Buddy, when I tell you, that was profound. That was really, did you hear what he just said? So it really depends upon the individual.
Yes.
I mean, if you've already had some level of training, there's no need to go back through the math and all of
Yes.
this and that.
Yes.
Wow, that is good. Oh my. Okay, Miss Gina?
The disadvantage, I think, in the technical, I would say about the same. You have to go back through your classes, and it takes more time away from you advancing at a faster rate. So.
Okay. Well, I want to ask both of you all. Well, we all know that one of the largest hair shows that we all love to attend is Bronner Brothers International.
Yes.
I love Bronner Brothers.
Yes.
But now, how do you all personally, starting with you, Ms. Gina, how do you feel about do state schools or private schools, I mean, really promote the kids going to different shows and classes?
Well, with the private school that I attend, they do, and you get credit for your hours. So
Okay.
if you go, then you get the hours that you would be in school, and they credit it, and then you get more training, and then it gives you more ideas. So when we have the hair shows at the school, they bring back ideas, and then they just level them up.
Wow, level them up. I like that. I like that. Mr. Bell, what do you have to say?
I think I love the Bronner Brothers show. I was afforded the opportunity to pass this last show to actually be a part of their classes. To be I can't remember the word, but I enjoyed working with them. And what I've seen with your more private schools is that they have a lot more camaraderie and they take the students themselves versus what I've seen in technical environments where you go if you want to go, you don't have to go if you don't want to, and I think that stifles the students. If I have camaraderie and we're coming together, we're going to this hair show together, we all are going to learn something. But a lot of times, again, some of your private schools don't have the money to fund bringing everybody there all at once, where your technical schools do, but they don't take advantage of that money that's there.
Wow. Well, you know what, Mr. Bell, I want to ask you one question, and that is, your voice, you enunciate so well.
He does.
Is there a school where I can go and learn how to enunciate like you? Is one of the beauty schools teaching that?
No, not that I know of. I get it from my daddy. My daddy was one of the plant managers at the local plants there. I grew up in the town that I grew up in, and he just always, I listened to how he talked. He always talked with clear diction, and then growing up singing as well. You have to sing with clear diction, so it just kind of followed me through all my days. And now, unless you know me, you might get a countryside every once in a while, but I try to stay,
So with that being said, how important is it for cosmetology students, be it makeup artists, esthetician, or whatever, to speak correctly, or to get some type of knowledge in that area?
I mean, when you're standing before people, you want to be able to make sure that they can understand what you're saying.
Okay.
And even you got your platform artists, you have your instructors, you have people, especially even in this environment, that people need to hear and understand what you're saying. And in the event that they can't, then you can't communicate effectively.
Yeah, and also I think it puts you more on a professional level. They look at you more as a professional.
Wow, I love that. So, do you all think either school does that, or it just depends upon the individual?
It really
Yeah.
depends upon the individual. A lot of times, especially in the private sector, is because people, again, you have students from all walks of life, and if you as an instructor don't teach clearly, then students don't explain clearly. So you have to make sure that the instructor has to make sure that they put the students on another level versus, talking like you don't have, not I want to say that you don't have education, but you don't have a knowledge of how to talk and how to communicate effectively.
Wow, I love that. Well, listen, we've had a great. I have learned so much today, and I know that I have a better insight on how to choose. Should I ever have to go back and do it again, which I don't. But we've come to the close of the day. But I want to start with you, Miss Gina. I want you to look directly at the camera in short and to speak to the audience, just to tell them just a little. In short, how to reach you and how to properly choose a school, a state or private.
Okay. My name is Gina Scott. I can be reached at Gina's Kicks and Cuts, 121 Moody Ridge Road, LaGrange, Georgia. Phone number is 706-518-2887. I would say I would go with private school just because I like the private school that I attend. It's more structured than the technical school to me.
Okay, all right, thank you, Mr. Adrian.
Well, I am Adrian Bell. My salon is Bella's Hair Studio. You can reach me on Instagram and Facebook as Bella's Hair Studio. I can be reached at 706-350-9992. Depending on the individual, if an individual coming out of high school, I would definitely say run to a technical college. If not, if you've already had some training in whatever fields, I think a private school would be better, so you can just go, so you can finish at a quicker rate. But again, especially high school students, going to the technical school is going to be your greatest thing.
You know what? I just have 4 parting words, and that is I absolutely love it. Thank you so much for being here today. Yes. Thanks for tuning in to 926 Style. Speak correctly with diction, like Mr. Bear said. 926 Style with Toby the King. Stay right there, and we'll be right back with the style of the day.
Thanks for tuning in to 926 Styles with Toby the King. If you would like to appear on the show, please feel free to email us directly at tobytheking@hotmail.com or by calling our office at 334-524-9016. On 926 Styles, we feature guests from hairstylists to barbers, makeup artists to models, and fashion designers to brand representatives. Now, back to 926 Styles with Toby the King.
What's up, everybody? You're tuned in to the Style Seat with celebrity hairstylist Toby the King. Today, we actually took a model's hair and we dyed her hair. We lifted it all the way up to gray and we put a blue rinse on top of it. And we took the color and made the style. We cropped it on the side, gave her a very croppy look. We cut it down to give her that asymmetricalness and just the flow across her face here, feathered across there. And you could see just a few of the blue highlights just contrasting through the hair. This is a very trendy look. Gray is in now. For those of you who are daring to try the gray, you can take the gray color and make it work. Thanks for tuning in to the Style Seat with celebrity hairstylist Toby the King.
We have an amazing offer for our viewing audience from 926 Stylz. Do you desire to go from curly to silky straight with the stroke of a professional silkening straightener? Toby the King has designed your solution, the opulent signature flat iron. This beautiful, rich purple titanium plated 1.5-inch straightening iron has the heating capability of 250 to 450 degrees. This will achieve that silkening professional look used by models today. This beautifully designed product also comes with a gold signature by Toby the King. If you also desire to achieve those precise professional haircuts, Toby the King has designed the exquisite, vibrant purple hair shears. They will give you that trendy and precise professional cut you are seeking. These are a must-have for your beauty needs. Either one of these exclusive beauty products designed by celebrity hairstylist Toby the King can be yours today by visiting www.tobytheking.com or simply calling 334-524-9016.
What's up, everybody? I'm celebrity hairstylist Toby the King. I have something just for you. My autobiography, A Dead Promise Resurrected. If you're going through anything, a toxic relationship, you have been diagnosed with some terminal illness, hear my story. You can get it today at 334-524-9016 or by visiting my website, www.tobytheking.com. We've come to the close of another exciting day here on 926 Style Beauty School's private or state. And it's needless to say that it all depends upon the individual. I want to leave with you a very thought-provoking something to think about today. There is power in silence. Why respond to everything? Why react to everything? Sometimes your best reaction and your best response is silence. So let's activate silence in some cases. Thanks for tuning in to 926 Style with Toby the King.